Hi there, I'm Shane Spiers and welcome to another edition of the Performance Brief, beaming out to you from the gorgeous city of Bath in the UK. My guest today is Sue Sundstrom. Sue, a very warm welcome. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. Really nice to meet you.
Brilliant, lovely to have you here. For those of you that don't know her, Sue is a coach who loves to help smart, ambitious people write and publish their first book. And the interview title today is Productivity as an Entrepreneur. If you're ready, Sue, I'll set the clock. We've got 5 minutes for the interview.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, what is the starting point for being productive?
Well, essentially, you need to know what your key roles in business and in life are. And from that, you can determine the key goals that are a part of those key roles. But when I talk about key roles, what I mean is those things that only you can do and you can do best, and those things that only you should be doing. For example, in the business sphere, we can wear multiple hats. We can be the content creator, we can be the salesperson, the technical guy, the finance guy, the business strategist, everything. And so what we want to do is to be more productive is to reduce those roles down to the very key roles that we should be playing. So for example, it might be just business strategist and content creator in your business. And then everything else, as you grow and as you grow your client base, you want to hire out all of the other roles.
Right.
And in life, you've got key roles as well. Potentially, you might be a dad, you might be a husband. And I learned this from Jim Rohn, which is that it doesn't take a lot of things to be successful in those roles. It takes just a half dozen key things to be successful. So you don't have to do a huge number of things and make yourself ridiculously busy trying to be the perfect dad, the perfect husband. But there are just half a dozen key things. And if you can identify those half a dozen key things and do those repeatedly, then you'll be successful in that.
Right. And so what are some of the enemies of productivity?
Well, I've identified 5 that I think are biggies. And number 1 is distraction. It's huge. I mean, we've got information coming at us from all over. Our email, our social media, our phone calls, the news. We're just bombarded every day by so much information that it causes us to be distracted as people, and then we don't end up focusing on our most important tasks. Number 2 is having too many goals. So it's great to be a goal setter and have goals, but if you have too many goals, your creative energy and your focus is split in too many different directions. So it's better to have 1 to 3 key goals that you're working on at any point in time. And then that enables you to be really focused. We all know the analogy of the magnifying glass and the sun's rays when they focused in with the help of the magnifying glass, then they are able to burn up that blade of grass. Well, it's the same. It's the same when we have just 1 to 3 key goals.
Right.
Then number 3 is, I would say, an inability to say no. And this could be with a couple of things. This could be with both opportunities and also with other people's demands on our time. And opportunities are often seen as something that is a great thing and that we should take up, but we shouldn't necessarily take up every opportunity that comes our way if we really want to be productive. Because if those opportunities are not in line with our core mission in life and our core goals, then it's actually not the best opportunity for you and you need to say no to it. Then the other thing is people making demands on our time. And again, I learned this from Jim Rohn, where if we allow other people to have plans for our life, then guess what? They haven't planned for very much. And so, be generous. Obviously, it's great to be generous and to help others, but not to the expense of working on our most important goals and not if we're wearing ourselves out.
Okay.
Then,
So I just I've got a minute left. I'm just curious about how we can overcome some of that distraction as work-at-home entrepreneurs.
Sure. Well, number one is knowing what your key goals are. So that allows you to really focus.
Right.
Then I would suggest you actually change your environment if your environment is distracting. You may be a solo entrepreneur who works in a home office, and I find I am, and as a mom and as a home manager, I can get very distracted at home. So I get an amazing amount of work done in a coffee shop. So maybe you work in a busy office and it's not a home office, but there's people around you that are causing you to be distracted. Remove yourself, and just, especially for important tasks and things that require concentrated creative effort, those are the times that you want to change your environment and remove yourself, and literally schedule uninterrupted time where it's very hard for people to get hold of you.
Yeah.
The other thing to do is just to shut things off, shut off your phone completely and put it away so that you're not tempted by the blings and the beeps and all the notifications. Also shut down your email, because again, once we see that little notification come up, it's like a dopamine burst in our brain, and we just feel compelled to respond to it. So shut down your email as well. And then also browser tabs. You want to shut down all the browser tabs that you have open except for the one that you're working on.
Right.
Also, you can time yourself, and this will allow you to stretch your ability to focus better. If you actually set a timer and try and enable yourself to work in a focused fashion on one task for as long as you possibly can, and you'll find it very interesting to see just how short our attention spans can be.
I bet. Brilliant. Those are some really great tips there. So that's brilliant. Folks, for more resources, check out www.susundstrom.com. It'll be below the video.